I feel so much momentum for the story and I feel so much love for it. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. Hey, what's up my writing friends? Welcome back to my AuthorTube channel. I am Autumn Ashley, and in today's video we are going to do the Q2 wrap up, and I'm going to be talking about what I'm gonna do for the next quarter. First, we're going to talk about what happened with writing during the second quarter. For the second quarter, I started draft 1 of Project Brina, which is also known as To Save the King. And my final word count for Project Brina for the second quarter was 24,974 words. And I ended up finishing Act 1, which was super exciting. I did a whole bunch of journal entries for the story, and I will link that down below. It was my Camp Nano project for April. It was super fun, very productive. Specific goals that I had for Project Brina: I wanted to work on and complete a character outline the key scenes or the key battle scenes that I wanted to happen in the story. I ended up starting a character outline, but I didn't finish it because I'm doing it as I go, just expanding on each of the characters. So that's something that I think is going to be over the whole span of the first draft. I also did not work on any type of outline for any of the battle scenes or key scenes in the story. I really wanted to do that, but when I was finished with my journal entries, I honestly just wanted to jump right into working on the draft. I felt like I had a good sense of where I wanted the story to go. I started working on the first draft May 13th. I also had the goal of writing 2 short stories. I ended up not writing any short stories because I wasn't really feeling it. The reason that I had wanted to do these short stories in the beginning, I wanted to give myself a break from Project Brina, or if I felt a little uninspired or getting a little writer's block with Project Brina, it was gonna give me a chance to step away from that story and do something else. But I never felt that way with Project Brina, and I was afraid to step away from it and work on another story that was in a different genre. The next thing I want to talk about are my AuthorTube goals. The first thing that I want to talk about is the fact that I passed my milestone of 500 subscribers. There are so many people that I have to thank for this. I was on Sarah Sutton's live stream, so thank you so much, Sarah, because Sarah ended up sharing it on her Instagram, and there were so many people in the live stream comments that were posting on their Instagrams as well and constantly rechecking to see how close I was getting to the 500 subscriber mark. And then on her stream with everybody there, I did it. I wouldn't have been able to do it without everybody in that stream. If you are watching this and you're a part of that stream, just know that you have my undying gratitude. I am so thankful truly for everybody that was there and for everybody that was supporting me. And if you weren't there in the live stream and you've been supporting me from the beginning, or if you are a new subscriber, just know that I am so thankful and I am so happy that you are here and you want to be part of my writing journey. I also had a huge increase in watch time and the amount of views of all of my videos. Overall, my AuthorTube is doing well. It's doing much better than I had expected. I'm so happy that there are so many people that want to be part of this writing journey. I had 6 books that were on my TBR. I read The Dark Days Club. One of Us is next to Kill a Kingdom. I did not read Can't Catch My Breath, but I started reading the audiobook for Out of My League by Sarah Sutton. I have like 30 minutes left of it, so I'm gonna finish that in the third quarter. I kind of consider that a win just because I was reading the author, maybe not necessarily that book, but honestly, I wanted to read Out of My League. It's more of like a summery feel type book. It's kind of a mini check mark. This one I surprised myself. So The Keeper Chronicles, the first book of this trilogy, I started reading and I got to chapter 4, maybe 3 or 4. I got to one of those 2 chapters. I was really excited that I was able to get to this story because I really didn't think I was going to. And the last book that I had on this list is another audiobook, and it's called The 12, and this one's by Justin Cronin. I didn't even start it, which I probably shouldn't have put it on this TBR, but I did. I think, because I was feeling ambitious. And the last thing I'm going to talk about for the second quarter are all of my personal goals, which there aren't many. I was able to stick to a schedule as much as I possibly could. I did a lot more exercising in the second quarter than I did in the first quarter. I did a lot of healthy eating. This was a personal goal, but it's also a writing goal, is I wanted to sit down and write twice a week. I definitely did that. I didn't keep track exactly, and I am so happy that I was able to write and be very productive during the second quarter. My overall feelings for the second quarter were fantastic. I think for the third quarter, going into it, I feel really pumped about it, and coming off of a quarter where I did exceptionally well in all four of my categories, I am just so happy. My writing goals for the third quarter. Obviously, I'm still going to be working on Project Brina. I'm not going to try to do any short stories. It's just going to be strictly working on Project Brina to save the king. My main goal for the third quarter, I want to finish the first draft of Project Brina. It's going to happen. It is going to happen in the third quarter. I'm gonna still continue working on my character outline, and I do want to do some more world building, just get more in depth in the story as the story is growing and shaping. I feel so much momentum for the story, and I feel so much love for it. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. AuthorTube goals, again, I'm just going to keep doing my one video a week. I wish I could do more, but my life, I can't do more than one video. And I want to keep doing at least 2 live streams a month. For my fall TBR, I'm actually really excited about this. To be honest, I kind of cheated because I already started reading one of the books that is on my list. I was so excited to read it, and I couldn't wait. This is the first one on my list. It is Into the Abyss by Carol Chabon. It's actually based off of a true story. And so far, I really like it. The next book is The Dark Days Pack by Allison Goodman. I read the first one in the second quarter. Well, it was like the first and the second quarter. So I read the first book and I loved it. So I got the second book and I can't wait to dive into this one. It's a pretty hefty read. I'm curious to see if I'll finish it in the third quarter. The third hard physical copy book that I have is The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Lavenseller. I pronounced that wrong 100%. I'm really excited about this one too because I actually have 3 books of hers on my shelf and I've never read her. I really want to read Trisha's work and see how I like it. And this one's not pretty thick. I think it'll be a nice read. I want to continue reading The Keeper Chronicles. Whether I'll finish it or not, that's another thing, but that's gonna be one where I finish hard copies and my audiobooks and I want a break, so then I read my ebook. And talking about my audiobooks, I have 2 audiobooks for the third quarter. The 12 by Justin Cronin. This one is my buddy read with Brie Bonomo. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I've heard amazing things about this book, so I'm really excited to get to read it or listen to it. That's something I'm really looking forward to. And the last thing that's on my list, it's not published work, but I do have a beta reading project that I have to do. I will just quickly go through some of the personal goals that I have for the third quarter. Honestly, this is also a writing goal. I want to finish the first draft of To Save the King. I really do. It's a writing goal, but to me it's also a personal goal. I really want to do this. I also want to keep up with my healthy eating habits as well as working out. Okay, and that is everything that I have for this video. Definitely let me know what you are going to be working on for the third quarter. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you subscribed so you can be part of this writing journey. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.